So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Watson, off play action. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 36. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. Well, what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, how are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And Herbert able to get this one to Epler out of the backfield. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 39-yard line. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. Oh, nice move. And he's got room. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him. And once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
He's got it to Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that, but if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops. Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Texans' new punter for 2021, Cameron Johnston, on to punt. Back deep here, Andre Roberts. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I'm so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
His throw complete right side to the tight end, Parham. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Desmond King making the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Herbert now. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 40.
1st down, Charger.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And this one is incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll try to pick up the 1st with Eckler. Now room for Eckler. Touchdown, L.A. Austin Eckler, his 25th touchdown, tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins, and that makes the score 21-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Uchenna Nwosu. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now Watson. Over the middle, it's Amendola.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look. 6 DBs. To throw is Watson. He sets to fire deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th. Watson. He gets it to Cooks. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Faking the give. Now Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands but could not hang on.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Watson's throw taken in by Collins. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now it's Watson. Forced out to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop it behind the line. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the rookie Asante Samuel. And the Chargers are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot before the break for Herbert. Gets around him. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So we have reached halftime. Intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. Here's the all-pro returner from 2018, Andre Roberts. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Charger drive about to get going. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they get the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Now on 2nd and 13. Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And some space here. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play there for L.A. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Herbert trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 33. But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well, so where's the line?
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. Here's Watson. Buying time to his left. Touchdown. That's caught. Brandon Cooks. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Andre Roberts now to return it. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. Oh, good move. They find some open field here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 149 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43. Out of the gun, Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. Now it's Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit, because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. They get only 4 that time as it's us to a 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Herbert. He finds his receiver Williams for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his 17th touchdown now on the season. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Here's Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Joey Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Watson. And that is incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Now he'll escape to his right.
He's got it to Collins, complete.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Again, it's Watson. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Texans. Danny Amendola, his 1st touchdown on the year.
And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. It's Eckler again. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
They'll run for it with Eckler. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw there complete to Allen.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
these guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Eric Murray. And the Texans are right back in this football game. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. Under pressure, they got him again. Linval Joseph in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a third and long. Watson now to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Man, to put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. For Justin Herbert, we saw the big arm in his days at Oregon, of course. Saw it even more in his rookie season with the Chargers. And if anything, it appears to just continue to get stronger.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Escaping the pressure right.
Open man is Jordan, the tight end.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Brevin Jordan hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Texans cut into that lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going.
If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a three-possession game and all but put things to bed. Now room for Eckler
as they finally wrangle him in at the 48.
189 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
2 minutes left to play in this football game on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Fighting to stay upright. It's a loss of 8 there on the first down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. Flag down. Let's see if this will stand. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Makes the score Chargers 42, Texans 21.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Johnson now returning. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Off of play action, it's Watson. He's going to let it fly. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Uchenna Nwosu make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision.
And my goodness, another interception. Derwin James with a pick. And they've got the football, and they're already knocking on the door inside the 5 at the 4-yard line. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And the Chargers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.